Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about my makeup collection. So it's a lot, so let's go ahead and get started. So here are my brushes, my clean brushes. I've collected them over the years. This one, or this particular brand, I got from Amazon. And this is a Real Techniques brush, and it's hard for me to zoom in on it, but it's a Real Techniques foundation brush. I will link it in the description. I have these Sephora brushes that I recently got. I haven't used them yet. I can't wait to start. And brushes like these, they're really inexpensive. Well, I don't know about the Sephora brushes, but you can get your brushes from Amazon. That's where I got most of my brushes for. These are my eyeshadow brushes. And these new Wet n Wild brushes, I got them from Dollar Tree for only $1. So that's amazing. I got like 6 brushes now. This is a Morphe eyeshadow brush set that I got for Christmas. Shout out to Jayla again. And it's a 12-piece set. And on the back it says all the brushes and their use for. And yeah, I can't wait to use them. Now I have my sponges. I don't know why I'm speaking so slow, but it's in a candle container, and I have one sponge in here right now because the rest of my sponges need to be cleaned. But this is how I typically store my sponges, in an old candle container. Now we move on to the makeup drawers, makeup sets. So here are my powders, and I really use the top one, not the bottom one. These are basically like a glitter drop. It's silver, and sometimes I use this for eyeshadow. I use it sparingly. And here are all of my nudes, my nude lips, my new lipsticks. And I will be doing a video on those for dark skin. I keep all of the nudes there. And my favorite lip liner for my nudes is a BFF3 from ColourPop. It's so pretty and it's inexpensive. I believe it's $6 as well. But I will be doing a video on the nudes. This is one of my favorite mascaras from Tarte, the Gifted Mascara. And here's my lash box. Well, anything that contains for lashes. So most of my lashes, my lash glue, and my other Maybelline. And here is really my powder drawer, but anything extra I could put in there, I did. So this is my Maybelline Baby Skin primer. Get that from Walmart. Another pair of lashes that couldn't fit in the drawer, other drawer. And I have some primers in here. Eyeshadow primer, a face primer, and my Maybelline Fit Me powders that I use for baking. And this is my black opal powder, all over face powder. In this drawer is mainly my highlighters. So This is like my favorite highlighter of all time. The Artist Couture and Jackie Aina collab in LeBron's Gold Digger. Gold Digger is an original color. And I have the peach. And this is my Anastasia dip brow. I use that sometimes if I don't have an eyebrow pencil at the moment. Now we're going to go into this miscellaneous drawer. I call it the miscellaneous drawer because it's just random stuff in there that I couldn't really fit anywhere else. So here it is. I have 2 clear lip glosses from the drugstore, as you can see, from the beauty supply. Some of the best lip glosses ever. I love them both. Both like Radiance one. And this is that was a Bite Beauty. That was my eyeshadow from, I don't normally use my eye pigments, the lip chap. And here is my base drawer. Here is where my cream contour palette from Anastasia. I only use 3 colors out of it most of the time. I really use those 3, and then you have a corrector shade, a highlight shade, and another contour shade, but I don't think it's dark enough for me to use. This is a foundation stick from Anastasia, but I use as a contour in Cool Earth. But it's too cool for me to use as a foundation, so I really use it as a contour. This is my all-time favorite foundation, Superstay from Maybelline, in the color 370 Deep Bronze. This drawer has more palettes. In here I keep my e.l.f. bronzer and e.l.f. blush palettes. These are 2 of my palettes from ColourPop. And here are the original 3 Fenty Beauty lip glosses in the colors Fussy, Fenty Glow, and Diamond Milk. And as you can see, I need to restock on Fussy, but I love them so much. And that's the end of the first drawer. Oh, the one I'm pointing to now is the bronzer, and the top is the blush. And that's the end of the first drawer. So now we go to the original set. This is where I keep most of my sprays, my colorful lipsticks, and just anytime I want a pop of color, I come over here. So these are Too Faced liquid lipsticks, Black Radiance lipsticks. Just all the colorful lipsticks are over in this area. Got ColourPop and Ellery collab. And yeah, like I said, it's just all the colorful lip colors over here. In the back, I have some concealers from Tarte and NYX. They couldn't fit in my concealer drawer, so I just sat them up there. Here are some more foundations. My foundation from Too Faced. I have my Fenty primer and my Fenty foundation. I love this primer, Hangover RX primer from Too Faced. Love it. A Maybelline setting spray and my MAC Studio Fix setting spray. And these pencils are what I first started out with when I was doing my brows, and I went back and got some more. They were $1 at Dollar Tree. Go get some. You don't need a fancy pencil at all. These are my lip pencils, just to go with the colors. And my fan helps set my concealers. Here is my primer drawer. I got another baby. Now this is what all dark skinned girls need for the summer. You hear me? This is what you need. This liquid highlighter from NYX. Get it and thank me later. And this is another not a fancy, a NYX highlight. And here's my concealer drawer, just all drugstore, LA Girl Pro concealers. Now this drawer is very junky. This is very miscellaneous, so please forgive how it looks. It's a lot in here. So these are Maybelline highlighters in gold. They're so pretty. This is brow mascara, brow tint from NYX that I use sometimes. These are NYX Jumbo eye pencils. Got one in black and white. A NYX eyebrow pomade, another lip pencil, and I have these two lighters to melt the concealer from the other drawer because it's kind of hard to use, so I have to melt it a little bit with a lighter. But yeah, that's it with this drawer. This is my foundation drawer, all Maybelline, all drugstore. And as you can see, I keep it stocked. These two are the Superstay 1 in 360 Mocha. Is what I used to use all the time, but I dabble in it every now and then. And this is the Matte and Poreless foundation from the Fit Me line in 370. It's for normal to oily skin, and it's 370 deep bronze as well. And as you can see, I keep it stocked with these colors. So very affordable. That's the and that's the end of the foundation drawer. This mirror my brother got me for Christmas. That's so sweet. It's from Beauty Works. And when you open it, you have close-up mirrors. There's two mirrors that you can see from a normal view. And when you press this button, the light goes off. Now, what we've all been waiting for, palettes. It's a lot of them, so hopefully you stick with me to talk through them as quickly as I can. So this I never really used it like that due to the light to medium, but as you can see, it's busted and all I use is the highlighter. Just use the highlighter, nothing else. This is the one I use for medium to dark skin. And when I open it, as you can see, I'm almost at pan with the contour color. I use the highlight color. I use this whole palette. Like, it's a good palette, especially if you're just starting out. This is the Ulta Contour Kit. And you have two highlight shades. I don't even touch those. But you have bronzer shades. You have Warmth, Goddess, Gold. I forgot all the names, but as you can see, you see them. Now this one, that's what I used before, and yes, it is busted. I used that light color to bake with. To bake. You see, I have came a long way. That just shows you. So this is the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. And it's beautiful colors, vibrant colors. I've used this palette, not all the time, but I do use this palette. It's very beautiful. And this is Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. And I love this palette, it's so pretty. You got a lot of neutrals, but you have a pop of color at the top. And this is Watch Me Blush from the Crayon Case, black owned. And Juvia's Place is black owned too, by the way. But this is from Super Sim. We all should know her by now. And this is the blush contour eyeshadow palette all in one. I really use these two colors for blush. I use the dark brown as contour sometimes, and I use this light brown as a transition shade sometimes in my eyeshadow. But these colors down here, especially Sweet Tea and Cappuccino, beautiful. And yes, I cracked my mirror. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Colors, names on the back, which is very convenient, by the way. And these are the shadows. I've dabbled in this palette a lot. I love the green, and a beautiful color story in this palette as well. This palette is 3503 Fierce Nature palette. Like, look at this. Do you not see this gold orange shade? Listen, I haven't really gotten into this one yet, but as you can see, it was gorgeous. Now the original 350 Nature palette from Morphe. The other palette was from Morphe too. Cool tone neutrals. Always a good thing to have. The iconic Box of Crayons palette from the Crayon Case. Black owned, once again from Super Sim, and just represents like a box of crayons, exactly what it's supposed to be. And now this is the James Charles Morphe collab, and this is a good color story as well. And with the larger shades, with the larger brown shades, sometimes I use as bronzer, but look at the pop of color at the bottom with your neutrals up at top. Beautiful color story as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I know I sped through this video. Please give a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share.